Hello. Hello. వంశీ
సార్
వినిపిస్తుందా నాన్న?
ఎస్ సార్ వినిపిస్తుంది.
So today we are going to discuss about important topic, that is classless addressing. Let me share the other screen. So coming to this, today we are going to discuss about classless addressing. So when we are discussing about classless addressing, before that we discussed something like classful addressing, in which there are different classes are available: class A, class B, coming to class C, and D and E. Okay. But what is the problem with this classful addressing? So classful addressing, coming to this classful addressing, there are certain IP addresses which will never be used, or some of the IP addresses are wasted because class A contains 16 million of addresses. Next, class B contains 64,000, and class C 256 addresses. 64,000. Okay. And these two are never used right now. Okay. 16 million IP addresses for one single network has never been used. So some of the IP addresses are wasted. So to make it, or to solve this issue, there is a concept called as a classless addressing. So how this classless addressing will be done, let us see. So according to the classless addressing, so classless means there is no classes like class A, class B, class C. There are no classes available in classless addressing. So how this IP addresses will be assigned? So according to the classless addressing, first thing to be noted here. What is this? How the classes or addressing will be done? Let us say that this is there for us. So this is one kind of a network. Let us say that how we are going to assign IP addresses for it. So according to this, let us say in the previous class I discussed about if I select one bit, this network will be divided into two sections. If I select 2 bits, then 4 sections will be created. Okay, so different sections will be done. So let us say that from here to here, let us say that from here to here one section, and from here to here one section, and these are different addresses. Okay, these are group of certain group of addresses. Let us say that A, B, C, D. Let us say that if I create 4, if I select 2 bits, 4 parts will be done. So 4 parts will contain different IP addresses, starting and last addresses. So based on this concept, let us say that as we've seen in classful, all the IP addresses are not used, but according to classless, there will be address blocks. Address blocks will be there. So let us say that if any small company is there, okay, a small company needs only 24 IP addresses for its company to run. Okay, it means let us say that 24 IP addresses are nothing but it is one kind of a network. Okay, it is a network which contains 24 IP addresses or 24 connections for a small company. Okay, small company. Let us say that. So this company needs only 24 IP addresses. Let us say that if it tries to, if let us say that if it is requesting a class A IP address, so what will happen? If this company needs only 24 IP addresses, what is the need of getting this class A addressing? Okay, class A network. So if this company purchases a network, so one single network equals to 16 million IP addresses. It is not at all useful for the small companies. Okay, this company needs only 24 IP addresses for its functioning, but instead of that, if company requests for a network of class A, which contains per network, there are 16 million IP addresses. But what happens here is out of 16 million, only 24 are used. What about the remaining IP addresses? So all these IP addresses will be wasted. So for that purpose, classless addressing has been done. So according to this classless addressing, so there will be address blocks. Okay, address blocks. So each block may contain the IP addresses whichever required by the company. Okay, let us say that here 24 IP addresses are needed for this small company. So it is a block of 24 IP addresses. Okay, or let us say that it is a 16 IP addresses. So any block. So what is this here? So this company contains a block of 24 IP addresses. Let us say that there is another company. C, let us say that it wants only 16 IP addresses. So it is a block of 16 IP addresses. That's it. So this is what happens with the address blocks. So whichever company, let us say that some small company is there, so it needs only 16 IP addresses, then a block will be maintained here. So what is one thing to be noted here? Whenever we're discussing about classful addressing, classful addressing, we have a network ID and host ID. Yes or no? Regarding class, because classful addresses made into classes. So every class has contained network IDs and host IDs. But here there are no classes, so no network IDs and host IDs. So how to make the starting address as the network ID? How to know that this block contains the starting address that is called as a network ID? So every network should have a network ID, and the last address should also be there. So here there is no network ID and host ID. So only host IDs are there here. IP addresses means host IDs are there. So let us take one example over here. Let me stop this share. Coming to this one. So according to this classful addressing, the large part of the available addresses are wasted. So that is what I told you just now. So large part of IP addresses are wasted. One second. So large part of available addresses are wasted. So this is what. So what is this topic which we are going to discuss? Classless addressing. That is, let me share once again. What is this classless addressing? So which is called as CIDR. So according to the dotted decimal representation, as we know, every IP address contains 32 bits. So 32 bits are denoted by using dotted decimal number. So according to the previous slide, according to this one, I think, one second. So screen, better. So coming to this, I showed you this one. So this is what I mean to say here. That is this. So coming to this, let us say that this is a block of address. So how many addresses are there? There are 16 addresses are there. So this is the starting address and this is the last address. So this is decimal, dotted decimal representation, and coming to this, it is a binary representation of 16 addresses. So a small organization which contains only 16 addresses. So you observe here last four digits, okay, last four bits is important for us. Last four bits, if it is all zeros, then it will be the starting address of this particular block. And coming to the here, last four bits, if they are all ones, okay, if they are all ones, then it is the last address of this particular block. Okay. So if last four bits of IP address are all zeros, then it is the starting address of the block. Now coming to the this one, if all the bits, all four bits of a particular IP address are ones, so it will be the last address of a particular block. So there are 16 addresses are over here. Let us say that, let us find an example is there here. So what is the first address of the block? What is the first address of the block? So as I told you, the first address of the block is if last four bits of the IP address are all zeros, then that address will be the starting address in the block. Okay. So just now we told you there are 2 power 32 bits are there minus n bits. If it is zeros, then what will happen? There is a first address. First, FRIST. Okay. So coming to this one. So according to classless addressing, how these addresses are represented. So let us say that there will be IP address 20.10.15.20 252. Let us say that. For example, we are assuming this is one type of address slash 24. Okay, 24 slash 24. So what is this slash 24? What is this slash 24? This slash 24 is nothing but the network ID of classless addressing. Okay, out of 32 bits, if 24 bits are used for network ID. Whatever remaining bits are there, let us say that 8 bits are available for here. So how many? 8 bits are available for us. 8 bits are available for us. So this many IP addresses are possible. Host IDs are possible. Okay. So let me show you here. According to CIDR, CIDR is nothing but classless interdomain routing, okay, and it is represented something like this here. According to CIDR, the IP addresses are denoted something like this, that is x dot y dot z dot t slash n. So according to this, this is the notation of the CIDR address, that is classless addressing. This is how it is represented. Now coming to the first address will be the rightmost bits, that is 2 power 32 minus n bits equals to zeros, all zeros. Then let us say that it will be 2 power, okay, all zeros. Then it is the first IP address. So what is the last IP addresses in a block? According to CIDR addressing, every IP address, there will be block of IP addresses. So last address will be found, that is 2 power 32 minus n bits equals to ones, all ones. Okay, how many bits are ones? Then that will be the last address. So how many IP addresses are possible in a particular thing means 2 power 32 minus n IP addresses will be available according to the network which is given. Okay. Coming to the example. So observe here, in this example, let me write this example over here. Okay. So in this example, what is the starting address of this particular address? That is, we have an IP address like 205 dot 16 dot, okay, 16 dot 37 dot 39 slash 28. Okay, this is classless addressing notation. So this is one IP address. What is the network ID of this IP address? This is many bits are network IDs. Okay, so how to know that? So let us convert this into binary number. Okay, so 205 will be represented, something 205 will be represented in 11001101. Now coming to the 16, how it will be? 0001000. So this, yeah. Next, that is 000100101. Next 0010011. So this is our IP address which have been given for us. That is, this is 205, 16, 37, 39. So you convert it. So how many bits? So coming to this, we need to find the first address of this block. Okay, this IP address is there. What is this? This IP address belongs to certain block. So what is the starting address of this block? We need to find out. So how to find out? We have a formula. If we set If we set 2 power 32, that is 32 minus 28 bits. Here n equals to 28. 32 minus n, rightmost bits two zeros. So 32 minus 8 is 04. That is 4. So what is this last bits? You observe here last 4 bits. This is the last 4 bits. So what will be the IP address? 205, sorry, 111, sorry, 1110011101 5200010001 more zero. Yeah, 000100101. So there's no 10 here. Double zero one, double zero one, zero. Okay. Next last IP address is 000. Last bits are 00100. Okay. What we have to make? Set to all zeros. Last 4 bits will be made to all zeros. So if I make all zeros here, so it will be the starting address. So the starting address of this block is 205.16.37.32. Okay, here previous address is given as 39. So what is the starting address of it? That is 32 is the starting address. So it will be the network ID. Okay, sorry, it is the starting address, or we can call it as the network ID, starting network ID, network address. Okay, then what is the last IP address? So if I make all ones here, then it will be the last address of this particular block. This is a this is about IP addresses, starting address and last address of CIDR. So this is what the example. So the last address in the block can be found by setting the rightmost bits to ones. So there is one more example here. Same example. If I put, okay. So here there is one more example has been given to find out the last address. If I place last address, what will be the 47 will be the last address. So how many IP addresses are possible here? So how many IP addresses are possible? How many IP addresses are possible? So 32 minus 28 according to the previous example. So 4 bits are there. 2 power 32 minus 28 bits equals to 2 power 4. So totally how many IP addresses are possible? 16 IP addresses are possible for a small organization. So this is about CIDR classless addressing. So just now I told you in the previous example 205.16.37.37, is it 37? Yeah, 37.39. Sorry, the starting address is 32. So it will be the network address. of a block. So this is the block which contains 16 IP addresses. Among that, the first IP addresses is the network address, through which it can be identified over the internet. So if this block has to be identified, so it can be identified by using this IP address. This is the starting IP address. So what is the last IP address which it have? That is 205.16.37.47. So you count it, you count. And one more thing, we have some rules regarding this CIDR rules. Let me mention. So how this has been made. So rules of CIDR. Okay, rules of CIDR are so the first rule CIDR, that is classless addressing. The rules for the address block. Okay, according to this, address blocks must be contiguous. Okay. Second rule is number of addresses which are available in the block must be power of 2. Okay, power of 2. Third one, okay, let me concentrate these two first, then we will see. So what is the first rule? According to CIDR, address block must be contiguous. Let us say that if the starting address is 30, it should be continued. If it is 40, let us say that 48, up to 48. So it should be continuous, 31, 32, 33, up to 48. So it will be continuous IP addresses should be there. There should not be any random numbers will not be assigned in this IP addressing. Okay, there are no randoms. The random assigning of IP addresses will not be there. Okay. Now coming to the second rule, according to the second rule, any organization should request IP addresses in the powers of 2 only. Powers of 2 only. You should not request IP addresses which are something like, let us say that 121. So you should not request IP addresses like if any organization requests IP addresses of a block containing 121 IP addresses, it should not be like this. Who is this? Please mute yourself. So this 121 IP addresses, a block of 121 IP addresses should not be requested. So you should request in the powers of 2 only. Let us say that first it will be 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4, 2 power 5, 2 power 6, 2 power 7, 2 power 8, 2 power 9, 2 power 10, 2 power 12, 11, 2 power 12, 2 power 13, like this. Only 2 powers whatever, how many IP addresses you need. Let us say that this is one IP address, this is two IP addresses, this is 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 1, 256. Again, you double this 512, 1024. Like this, powers of 2. You should not request a block of IP addresses which are not powers of 2. So 500. If I request IP addresses of 500, a block of 500 IP addresses, you should not request that one. So because it is not possible to give, because whatever IP addresses which have been assigned, they are all in terms of powers of 2. Okay, you should, there is no block of 500 IP addresses. Okay, so this is the second rule. Let me stop the share, then we will start one more share. Where is that one? Now coming to this, so this is what happening. IPv4 addressing, a block of addresses can be defined as /n, which is a CIDR notation. So XYZT defines one of the addresses and the /n defines the mask or the network ID, how many bits should be all ones. So the first address in the block can be found, yeah, this is 1, this is 0. So number of possible IP addresses are given by the formula 2 power 32 minus n. So first address, last address. So this is what we have given here, 28 ones and 4 zeros. So this is the mask address. So why we are saying it as mask address? Because it's all bits are ones in a first in any one of the octets. Then that octet is called as a mask 255, 255, 255. So that is what the mask address. So the first address can be found by ANDing the given addresses with the mask. ANDing is done here by bit. The resulting ANDing is 2 bits is ones. If both exists are ones, then ones. And result is 0 otherwise. So you observe here the subnet mask. So one if both bits are ones. If both bits are ones, then it is 1. Otherwise, it is 0. Okay. So you observe here in this example, finding out the first address. The IP address is given something like this. So ANDing it will get the first address. First address of the IP. So this is the last address. All zeros and here ones. Last ones. Complement of the mask. So the first address in a block is normally not assigned to any device. It is used as a network address that represents the organization to the rest of the world. So it will be identified. The organization will be identified using the first IP address in the block, which will be assigned to any device. Okay. So So 2 levels of hierarchy IPv4. Yeah, I will discuss this in the next class. So this is all for today. I will discuss remaining things in the next class. Thank you, one and all.